And we are back. And I want to introduce you to, I have Ross Vezin and I have Clint Holmes, who are part of the firefighters as well. And what they're talking about today is recruitment. Yes. We want to talk about the reserve program. So Clint, let's start with you. Tell me about your role first.
All right, I am the assistant volunteer coordinator. I help coordinate a lot of the reserve program, which is what we're actually doing right now through the month of July. And then I also help with the training of the reserve program.
Okay. This is a big program that's happening right now. When I drove in, I saw a big sign. We're looking, so tell me about how long are you looking for your recruitments, and tell us about the program.
Okay, so we typically do 2 reserve recruitments each year, normally in December, and this time June, July. Right now we have about 40 active reserve firefighters that are just like us. They operate with the career guys, and they're required to do 12 hours of station time a month. They get trained just like our career guys. We train them. We have a group of instructors certified by the South Carolina Fire Academy that can train these firefighters and our reserve firefighters to the Firefighter 1 level.
Now, you said train. Tell us what's involved with training. So if someone is thinking about, maybe they're interested, what kind of training is provided? What do they have to do?
Okay, so our reserve programs, they're offered the same training as our career staff. We offer in-house classes and courses through the South Carolina Fire Academy. As firefighters, we get asked to do a lot. And if there's something that we get asked for, there's a training for it. So they can do certification level stuff such as Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, hazardous material, things like that. Or they can do rescue. There's a lot of branches that go off into it that they can all get certified in.
Oh, interesting. So tell me, how old do you have to be to participate, or to apply?
So in order to apply, you have to be at least 18 years of age,
Okay.
have a high school diploma or a GED, and possess a valid driver's license.
And do you find volunteers, when they start in this process, do they come full-time professionals? Is this sort of a stepping stone, do you see, or?
That's a very good question, and that's something we're very proud of, because right now we have about, like I said, 40 active reserve firefighters, and we want our reserve firefighters to succeed, whether it's in our department or another department in the county or the state. A lot of the firefighters right here in Beaufort County started in our program, the reserve program, and that's something we're very proud of. You know, like I said, we don't expect them, and we don't want them just to stay with us. We want them to branch out and succeed just in the fire service in general, and whether it's in our department or another department. A lot of our staff in our department started out as a reserve. You just interviewed Chief Berthoff.
Right.
Well, guess where he started?
Oh, wow. How about
in our
that?
reserve program.
And
So-
then tell me about your role. We kind of bypassed that by accident.
So I am the Battalion Chief of Training and Education. So I kind of oversee the whole reserve program. I have 2 reserve coordinators, Lieutenant Peter Donji and Senior Firefighter Clint Holmes, that are my go-tos, and they do the instructing part. So I act as the lead instructor, and they are instructors as well, and they do a phenomenal job, and without them I wouldn't be able to do my job.
And so in recruiting, are we looking for a specific number? Are we looking for 20? Are we looking for 100? How does this work?
We are not looking for any number. We are just looking for motivated people that want to help their community with emergency response. And if you are interested, you can stop by any of our 4 fire stations, 135 Ribault Road, 1120 Ribault Road, 1750 Paris Avenue, or our newest fire station at 571 Robert Smalls Parkway. The deadline for this reserve drive is June 30th by 5 p.m. If you could drop off the application at our headquarters station at 135 Ribault Road.
How long of a process does this take?
So to become a reserve firefighter, first you enter your application. There'll be a vetting process. Then after that, there'll be an orientation. Then after that, you will be required to take a class on hazardous materials. Then after that, it will be a CPR and first aid. Then after that, you can get to the firefighter training of Firefighter 1. All in all, it usually takes about 6 months to get you fully certified.
No, so it's not a very long
In a sense, is there physical training as well? I mean, aren't you have to have like a backpack or carry something like 80 pounds or 100 pounds on you
Run them into a
up and down the
fire or
stairs or something?
You are absolutely right. And so we expect a lot of out of our reserve firefighters, just as our career guys. So in order to enter the program, you first have to do and pass a physical agility test, which is the same test we passed for our job. You have 7 minutes to complete it, and it's a physical process, but it's very doable. We talk to the reserves at first and tell them to start training for it, and then from there you'll go into the process that Clint just mentioned. So
We were talking with the gentleman in the other segment. We didn't get to ask them. The summer started out hot right there in May. I mean, really hot. Is there any tips or any advice that you could give the community and public to deal with some of these things as far as your fire safety is concerned?
drink water for sure.
Okay, there you go.
Lots
the
and
easy
lots
one.
of water.
And you know that becomes an issue with our training as well. We go along with the heat as the Fire Academy and Paris Island. So when they're on a Black Flag Day, we're on a Black Flag Day. So it definitely puts a damper in our training, because on the real hot days, we can only train for 10 minutes and rest for 15 minutes.
Wait, black flag. I'm a newbie here. So when I see that up on the flagpole and it's around, do you put it on the fire?
No. It's something that Paris Island does for their recruits and the Fire Academy does. It's kind of just a saying. But one thing that we do and that we failed to mention, that we make the reserve program easier for individuals with a full-time job. We know that people still have to support their family, so we do training. The training normally consists Tuesday evenings at 6 o'clock from 6 to about 9, and then Saturdays is normally a long day from 8 to 5. So we make it convenient for those that are still working full-time and want to serve their community by being a reserve firefighter.
Sure. Well, we hope that this encourages and inspires some of you all to consider being a reserve firefighter and being part of this great community. You can contact these gentlemen, and y'all stay right here. We'll be back with more 843 TV.